Howdy folks, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today I want to show you something that, well, I actually did like 25, 30 years ago. We've done a couple of videos of how to resurface driveways, how to resurface sidewalks using polybond, but what I have here is we have a ramp, and basically we had a fence right there. So about 30 years ago, the concrete was poured in the backyard here. Then the perimeter all the way around, this, and all of this was done by yours truly, and I used BMI 690. It's made by, well, Sika owns it now. Why BMI 690? Because it's a lime plaster. It flexes, so when the ground moves and all this stuff, it'll flex with it, so it'll last long. In fact, I do have a video titled, what's the strongest or best stucco for your house? We did a house and it was hecka beat up, man. Cracks everywhere, buckling, so I had no choice but to use one of those strong plasters that would move. It was in the hills, and anyway, I'm gonna cover this up right here with BMI 690. What I'm doing right now, if you're not sure, guys, apply a bonding agent. If I were to use, say La Habra makes polybond, which I was just talking about earlier. That is a cementitious adhesive cement. It's used to hang styrofoam, so it's a strong product. But I'm going real thick right here. I'm gonna create something, and because we got so many kids back here, this is like Disneyland. And the kids are tripping here and they're falling all over here. I figured, well, Jay wants to fix this so Avery doesn't fall and Afina doesn't fall. So what I'm going to do is, Jay's going to mix me up some 690. I'm just going to drop the bucket down here, and I'm going to go over this. Here I'm going to put about 3 inches. Here I'm going to put 2 inches. Most of it I'm going to put about a 1/4 inch to 3/8. I'm just going to feather this whole thing in. And right here, I'm going to add quite a bit. But I'll show you that soon when we get busy. You might say, well, how come you got 3 different patterns? This right here was done when I had a fence here. But my brother Lou, he takes all the cement and the scaffold, he brings it back there, and he says, man, I can't get through that little opening where the fence used to be. So I told him, well, tear the fence down. So he tore the fence down up to here, and then after we were done with the job, he took some cement and he just put it right here. That was about 15 years ago, and about 5 years ago, the rest of the fence came apart. And so we were doing a job, and Lou came and he applied some right here. I looked at it and I thought, beautiful, Lou. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to cover this whole thing up because nothing matches. Do I care about anything matching on my own house? Kind of, sort of, but I care about the kids tripping, and I've watched them trip over this right here. So we're going to fix that up, and I'll show you guys how to do it too. It's just, if you're trying to re-skim your driveway, walkway, concrete, there are certain rules you got to do. And because BMI 690 is not designed for concrete, I have to put a bonding agent. There are some materials that I don't have to bond in age. But anyway, I'm using Weld-Crete, and I'm going to hit this. Jay's going to mix me up a bucket while I'm messing around here. We'll see you soon. I'll show you how to spread this out. All right, guys, Jay did the hard job and mixed me up some of this BMI. So what I'm going to do is eyeball this. Let's see. I want to get a lot right here because we want to build this up. Okay, that's a whole bucket full. Now, Jay was telling me all the kids keep hitting this and tripping. I thought, why fix it? We can have a beer and watch them trip. Anyway, let me explain something else, guys, because this is useless without this. If you're going to do it, guys, get yourself a pressure washer. This one got 34 PSI. It's gas. Electric one will clean cars, but it won't clean the ground. And then this guy here, it's a turbo tip. You pay like 20 to 70 bucks for a tip. And it gives it a figure 8. It gives it a lot more PSI strength. So with covering concrete, if it's only as good as what you are putting it over, guys. So if there's any dust, dirt, moss, anything like that, it won't adhere, guys. Any oil, it won't adhere. And with 4 months of rain, I came back here, this was full of moss. It was green moss. You guys should pressure wash anyway if you got a lot of cement, because it'll get slippery, especially with all the rain that we had. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough, but we're going to check it out. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to skim it. I only need about a 1/4 inch here and about a 1/2 inch here. So, okay, let's get going. Now, this stuff is really pleasant to work with. What I'm doing is I don't want to get all sloppy and get everything over. So I'm just coming here as soon as all right, let's see. As I'm moving it, guys, I'm kind of putting it where I need it. The idea, again, when Lou is bringing all that heavy stuff back here at the end of the day, that he doesn't trip. And it makes it easy for him, too. I'd say the kids will just have to learn to be more graceful, but Lou's not the most graceful person in the world. In fact, he's like a bull in a china shop. You ever hear that expression? He's strong, woo, he's strong, but he ain't graceful. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this out so he's not tripping, because he does have the hard job of bringing all the wheelbarrows back here and doing all the hard work. What I do is easy stuff. I'm just spreading. Okay, so here, I got a straight line, or I'm eyeballing it, guys. I pulled out a level and I thought, oh shit, I don't need a level. I'm just doing it here and I'm taking this radius. That way when Lou comes with the wheelbarrow, there's no transitions for him to trip over. And by the way, guys, I usually leave out a lot of stuff because I'm doing many things at the same time. The Weld-Crete. Do I need a bonding agent such as Weld-Crete or Quick-Crete? No. But why am I putting a bonding agent? Because I'm trying to show you guys, if you do it, make sure you put a bonding agent. Some of you guys might try this and not have your stucco or the ground perfectly clean and then call me and say, hey, Kirk, I tried that and it came up. Well, a bonding agent is very important, guys. Stucco will adhere to stucco. Concrete will adhere to concrete by suction. That's called a mechanical bond. What I just did is I did a chemical bond. A chemical is using chemicals. So any bonding agent is a chemical bond. Anyway, let me get some of this mud right here out my own way. I'm just moving it around, having fun, guys. All right, take it here. You don't need to cover all that stuff. Take it here. Come on back. The beauty of this particular material is you can go 1/4 inch. Heck, you can go 6 inches. And they do make a whole bunch of products like, well, there's Sackcrete. There's, Quick-Crete. They all seem to have that crete at the end to try to mimic the word concrete. So concrete, Sackcrete, Quick-Crete. You use whatever one you feel comfortable with, guys, but if you're looking for strength, you'd have to get this stuff. And guess what? This is not sold at Home Depot or Lowe's. It's sold at the plastering material yards. Plastering material yards like West Side in Oakland. They're all over the country, West Side Building Supply. Or you can try close. That's any plastering yard. So if you're looking for this stuff and you say, hey, I want to do like Kirk, Google plastering yards in my area. because that's the only place you'll get this. And if you say, man, I can't find a plaster in your yard, well, use Rapid Set, Quikrete. All of them make a concrete refinisher. But the one thing I'm not sure of, because it's not my trade, is if you can go, if you're limited, say, can you, a lot of these materials, you could only go, say, like, I'd say about an eighth to a quarter, possibly 3/8. So this particular product, I know it well, and it is strong. So that's why I'm using it here, because I can go 3 inches, and I just now went 3 inches right there. That's 3 inches, guys. Do I need to measure it? No, I can just feel it. The trowel is doing the feeling for me. And again, I'm building this side up. That's something that you really can't see. And what I want to do is make it so that when Lou's coming back here with the wheelbarrow to unload, that he has a good transition. I mean, he don't want to go up bumps. Okay, so I'm trying to, that was just right, Jay. That was just enough stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, he just looked at that and eyeballed the right amount. By the way, guys, look at that setup Jay made. That's for this competition he entered. Pound for pound, strongman stuff. I'll stick with this personally. Keeps me in decent shape. Plus that heavy lifting kicks my butt. All right, so what do we have here, guys? That looks pretty good. And again, this stuff, it is a lime plaster. It's got a lot of lime in it. And if you're looking for it, Google plastering yards near me. It is one of the better products out there. And I know I've used it for, well, I think they've been selling this stuff for like 20 years. And I used it for all the perimeters, and even this. Now it looks kind of beat. Actually, it doesn't look bad, considering all the traffic that goes back here, scaffold, weights, and heck, motorcycles, all kind of stuff goes back here. So it's not bad. Anyway, moving on. Now what I want to do is, I mean, that looks pretty good right there. I don't even have to float this, but I want to give it a sort of non-slip type surface. What's that mean? I will take, actually, I'm going to give it the same finish that I did here. Take just a scratcher, Scarfire, scratcher, whatever you want to call it, and you wet it. All right, so let's see, what did I do 30 years ago? I put a bunch of weird lines in it, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm putting them sideways because you give it more traction. The moon, guys. And if you guys say, well, I don't want to do that, use a float and just float it like this. You just float it and give it a sand finish. But I want to match what I already have here. Now, I'll show you one thing to get your corners real tight or strong. Let me get this in here, get this crap out of my way. All right. If you want to get your corners super strong, take the float and feather it in. Now that transition has no lip. No lip, guys. And when that dries, this is going to be solid. Very solid. Let's see, while I'm here, pretty up this lip. Take it right here, and I can see it drying. Oh well. Hey, this is just our house. If it was a customer's house, I'd be more worried. Okay. All right. Hit that. I'm gonna hit this to give it a super flat line. That way, anybody walks over this or wheelbarrows, that it's pretty. They won't trip on it. There'll be no lip. Plus, that bonds it to the previous, much stronger. Okay, we come over here now, guys. Now where it's on the vent and it's actually dried up. Let's see. Kirk's the best. Oh, wrong way. Anyway, I want to make it a little bit tacky so I can put those grooves in it. I'm cleaning this so-called vent. Making it stronger, guys. Giving that a real strong finish. Cleaning it up. Blam. Okay, so I can do this, and you guys can do this. It's called a float finish. And that just brings out the sand, so it's a non-slip surface. Look how fast and easy that is, guys. Okay, so we'll wet this. By the way, guys, what I'll do is I'll put in the link the other foundations we've done, or not foundations, but we've done driveways and we've done sidewalks very similarly, but with a different product, where the bonding agent didn't need it because it was polybond. Anyway, guys, you see how easy that is? Now, there's nothing to that. And when the kids start playing here, no tripping. And if they do, give us something to laugh about. Jay thought we'd show you the color when it dries. Ooh, it's concrete, guys. It's gray. He coned it off so the little kids wouldn't write their name, but too late. Athena, Avery, and William. That must be Avery who did this because his name is the biggest. That's Jay's son. Anyway, guys, my name is Kirk. Jason on the camera. We thank you guys for watching, and as usual, see you guys on the next one.
All right, folks, we want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoy the videos that we put out, please like and subscribe so that we can keep making these videos for everybody. And as always, from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.